Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we are talking about The Mummy, a new movie out in theaters right now. And in The Mummy, this family ends up finding their daughter who had been missing for 8 years. For some reason, she was in a ancient Egyptian sarcophagus of some kind. And off the bat, there's some weird stuff going around on with this girl. Weird stuff happens, disturbing stuff happens, and we have a movie. Now, to get things started, first and foremost, I'm going to talk about, some of the stuff I do like about the movie before I get into what bothered me about the movie. And right off the bat, I have to give props to the makeup department on this movie. The makeup effects specifically for the girl in the movie, with her leathery looking skin and stuff, are actually pretty good. The leathery skin, the long nails and stuff, they looked good. Disturbing, of course, but they looked good. They looked fairly believable. And also some elements of the sound design I also really liked. They had like this kind of unnerving sound to it. Now, there are some moments where I will admit the sound design did get a little cheesy sounding, but other elements of the sound design, or at least the bulk of it, I did in fact like. And up until the finale of the movie, I also liked the horror element of the movie. There's this slow tension build up and dread in the film, and you're sitting there going, okay, the finale is going to be terrifying if they do this right. Unfortunately, the finale turns into a big VFX thing, and no. But up until that point, I was really digging the horror element of the movie. And I also liked the family element to the film. The whole point of the movie is these two parents, their daughter goes missing, and they want to find her. When they do, she's not normal. Something had happened to her because she was found wrapped up in this leather gauze in a sarcophagus. And as, the dark, disturbing events go on, the stuff is tearing the family apart. And, specifically the father character has to try and, be the glue that unites everyone back together to save the girl. I think her name is Katie. To save Katie. Problem that I have with the movie, though, is really this is only The Mummy in name only. Now, I understand that, a mummy movie doesn't always have to have Imhotep in it, but this ain't even a mummy that they're dealing with. They say she's mummified, but really she's not. This is really more of a demonic possession type of movie. It's not a mummy movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's a demonic possession movie wrapped up in the Mummy name. And as far as the story itself goes, it's really just a standard demonic possession movie. There's nothing special to it. There is some stuff that's decently handled, yes, on a technical level. But the story itself is just a standard demonic possession story. Nothing else. And also, while I have to give props to the makeup department for the makeup effects, I cannot do the same thing with the CGI team. Now, to be fair, it is far from the worst CGI I've ever seen, but it is still extremely noticeable, and, you just can't help but sit there and go, this is just fake, because it is, it's just fake looking. And also, just like with the story, there's nothing special about the musical score. It's just, your standard horror movie music. It's not terrible, but there's nothing special about it. There's nothing enjoyable about it because you've heard this style of music before over and over again. Because you've heard it over and over again, it's lost its impact. So, guys, at the end of the day, The Mummy, it's just The Mummy in name only. There are some well done aspects to it that I do commend the filmmakers for. At least for a while, the horror element was good, but then it kind of turned into a VFX festival. The makeup is pretty spot on. For the most part, I like the sound design. However, it's a very standard story that actually has nothing to do with the mummy. It's a demonic possession movie, not a mummy movie. The CGI is noticeable. The music is very standard, and it's not a terrible movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's just one that I do not care for. I'm going to give The Mummy a 4. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And please don't forget I also have a secondary channel. We do gaming content. Please go check it out. As per usual, please remember the Podetsky powder.